In 2020, just before the pandemic hit, we were fortunate enough to be able to help with the Larry Schroll estate, which had over 50 antique cars, classic cars, and hot rods that were housed between two different properties. I was able to purchase two of those vehicles, my favorites, out of the estate, and this video is on the 32 Ford 5-window that Larry Schroll had since he was basically a young man and never was able to put it on the road. This car is a historic hot rod that was an East Coast car that was built in the Frederick, Maryland area, was drag raced in the 50s, and has a lot of drag racing and hot rod history for the East Coast. And we're going to show you the process in a condensed video of putting this thing back on the road and looking just as it might have looked back in the 50s or early 60s. I hope you enjoy the video. One thing we noticed that's Larry just put some like angle iron in to set the engine on, so the engine and trans are not like bolted down. Super sketchy. So it's not even bolted in. It's got some old Hurst mounts that I think were actually chrome at some point. I think that's what's left of the chrome.
Oh God. Good Lord.
I think
the teeth are literally falling off of.
Hold on. Is that tape over the fuel line?
No, that is a battery cable that was too short. So they bugged it. They bugged it right there.
And they just wrapped it in like cloth tape.
Yep, that's exactly how you start a fire.
I'm surprised this car did not
catch on fire. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think these are actually, we were looking at, I think these are front wishbones.
Oh, that's right, we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, I think they're front wishbones that they cut off. Well, I don't think it is. They cut that off and they did some.
You have like stalagmites growing.
And there's like some bracing back here where they just like welded some other.
Oh, Jesus.
That's our rear spring mount.
This is definitely getting changed, correct?
We might
address it.
Address it. I don't know. It's a fine line right now. So we weren't lying. This engine and trans is not bolted down at all.
Transmission is still kind of good.
Oh, there you go. But like, yeah, not even remotely bolted down. It's just sitting.
I'm surprised it doesn't flop backwards. Oh, it's sitting on this. The bottom of the trans is sitting on this little cross member, but there's literally nothing.
This is going to be the easiest engine trans.
You had to say it, dude. It's not out yet.
It isn't by any means perfect, but I think it's a pretty nice solution for this. Sub rails for a 32 Ford are quite expensive, number one. Number two, this car is channeled, and the way everything would have to be modified anyways, it's kind of a waste to spend all that money on a car where you're going to cut up the stuff anyway. So this is something where I think all the box tubing that I got at the scrap metal, or not scrap metal yard, but the salvage yard, I think I had $48 into all that metal, and I only used, I think, half of it, maybe a little over half of it. So I still have 2 or 3 sticks left that I can use for other things. I'm gonna sit back at the package tray for sure.
Because of the pedals. Your legs always have to be straight.
I mean, for me, it's not bad. I would probably, if I would put the package tray, I think I could take the package tray out because of the thickness of the seat back.
Yeah.
It'll allow me to lean back a little bit. And
now the only thing you're gonna have to watch is the roll bar. That thing's gonna be like right at your head.
Yeah, true. But no, I mean, this, like leg-wise,
it's not bad.
It's a weird sound. Yeah, like this is fine, and there's plenty of room for, throttle.
Yeah.
Here. So comfort-wise, like I think it won't be too bad. If I can move back a little further, it'll let me get my legs
flat,
a little straighter. But literally, we're gonna have to put like padding on the floor, and that's it. just bringing that green paint out and knocking the like filth and grossness off of it. The car already looks way cooler. It looks like an old battle, you know, drag car, and it just looks super cool. I'm so psyched on it. So it is kind of nice, gave me a kick in the pants. This is like the small victory stuff we're talking about. Now we have all this done, the rust repair all done. The car is like super solid with the B-pillar and everything. It shuts really nice, and I'm really happy about that. So we're gonna be working on in the background and shooting some side videos of doing like running brake lines and all that different stuff to start making it more of a car, because I really would like to try and maybe make this thing live and drive around the neighborhood by the end of the summer, if all possible. right, so got the body all kind of roughed up and blended in, and I'm pretty happy how it looks. At this point, everything looks as natural as it's probably going to get. If I keep doing more to it, I'm probably just going to make it look more forced. Sometimes when I see people do patina, they go so overboard with trying to make like 27 layers and rub through it and do all this stuff that it actually looks like fake patina. So I want it to kind of look shitty, you know?
It's got fuel.
Going.
There we go. Now it's running on all of it.
Got most of the stuff all hooked up now, so I think we're ready to take it for a sketchy test drive around the block. Not so sketchy test drive around the block.
What happened? Something happened?
No, there's a magnet on the dash.
Pounds of oil pressure, good to go.
Yeah, it's gotta get these pedals adjusted. But you're in between the shifter and the...
Yeah.
Who knows, the idle might drop once you start getting the drop. Yeah, it's just a little...
pounds when you get on it.
Yeah. Temps dropping too, just from us moving along a little bit. I saw it going back down to 170.
Yep.
There's a church right up here we can stop and look at it.
Good idea.
Seems like it's getting worse as I'm going faster. It's windy as shit today. Come on, baby. Just a little further. When broken down on the side of the road, the interior looks fantastic in this car. The roof insert looks really good. Door cards look good with all the garnish molding, all that stuff. Looks freaking awesome. This car looks great. Looks good broken down. So we've been fighting with the radiator, cleaning it out. We got all kinds of mouse nests and crap out of it. Decided to drive it. I decided to take it just a little bit further from home than we had been taking it, and something must have clogged in the radiator, because it like we were driving at like 170, 180, just driving for, I don't know, 7-8 miles, and all of a sudden we got off the, you know, one of the main roads onto a back road, and it just like boom, instantly the temperature started spiking. So much nicer driving this with having the interior and everything. It's really, really cool. Car looks so much more complete, and it's actually a little quieter in here now with the roof covered and everything. You don't get that kind of resonating sound with the roof insert and all the openness at the top. So it's super cool, and yeah, I can't wait to show you guys a little more in depth. We're gonna drive it home from Joe's and enjoy this nice country back road drive, and we'll get it in the shop and show you guys a little more in detail with some better lighting, how the whole interior came out. All right, so we got the car home, and you saw me driving it a little bit, and super psyched on this. This was kind of the last big, so to speak, thing for the styling of bringing the Schroll Coupe back to what we think it looked like. Unfortunately, this car, there's no interior photos. Joe knocked it out of the park with doing this roof insert that's pleated like the top. I didn't ask him to do that. We thought we were gonna do a simple like suspended headliner, and that's one of the cool things with working with people that enjoy doing what your particular car. So that's one of the things Joe mentioned, that he likes working on some of the cars we bring him, because it's a little different than some of the muscle car and street rod and different antique cars he does. You have a little more creativity, which is why we love these cars. So that is the 32 Schroll Coupe. It's very exciting to have this car back on the road. It is literally like stepping back in time when you're driving this car with the 37 LaSalle trans, the old engine, the old gauges, shifting through the gears. It is very much like it would have been back in the day because it is a true period correct hot rod that's from back in the day. So now that the car is on the road, really the goal is like all hot rods, just keep refining it, making it better. We've been driving it for a couple of summers, 2-3 summers now, and now we're just going to keep going back over it, making it better, making it faster, which is another thing with hot rods. So, but we're going to keep the silhouette of the car of what it was. We're not going to change its identity. Just keep the car as it is and just make little tweaks and changes. But I think overall the car is like a snapshot in time of the late 50s, early 60s of what a kind of home-built hot rod would have been like. And I am very happy to own it and thankful that we were able to bring it back literally from the dead. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little snippet of building and restoring an old hot rod. Thanks guys, catch you later.